I'll be right back, y'all. Gotta take care of this situation. Oh my God. Hey everyone, how are you? I am so sorry about that. My dog Georgia decides that she wants to make a debut today, so that's why I had to jump off real quick. How's everyone doing? How was your weekend? Ooh, another day that the Lord has made. We are really, really excited to be out. Well, I'm excited to be here. I hope your goals and everything is going well. You know, you're reading your goals twice a day. For those of you who are a part of the 30-day challenge, to be reading your goals twice a day. If you can do it more than that, great. And if you've gotten this book, which I'm going to be going through on here, because a lot of you, you sent me a message that you can't get this book. So because of that, I'm going to read this out several times. Yeah, so I'm going to be reading this book at least once, whenever it is that we meet. So the first one was introduction, and the second one is chapter 2, which is desire. Like I said, Georgia is just rambling around here, so please excuse the background noise when you hear them. Look at her. She tried to get right under my. She hiding. She hiding not to get in trouble. Yeah, you hiding? Okay, sit down. Sit down. Sit down and behave. Sit down and behave yourself. Yeah. Okay. Good. Sorry about that. That's Georgia for you. So today's is going to be desire. You must have a burning desire. If there's anything that you want, you must have. She's under me. Just she'll be fine. Thank you. So you must have a burning desire. So I've asked you to write down your goals. Write them down. And after you've written them down, you read them every day. If it's not written, it is not going to happen. Because there's no way that you can continue, even though you remember it all day, there's just something about it being written down. There's something about the goal card and it being written down. So desire said the starting point of all achievement and the first step towards riches. The starting point of all achievement and the first step towards riches. I'm not going to read the whole beginning, but I'm going to start from where I feel okay. I'm going to start from page 26. For those of you who have it, I'll start from page 26. Every human being who reaches the age of understanding of the purpose of money wishes for it. Wishing will not bring riches. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Every human being who reaches the age of understanding of the purpose of money wishes for it. Wishing will not bring riches, but desiring riches with a state of mind that becomes an obsession, then planning definite ways and means to acquire riches, and backing those plans with persistence, which does not recognize failure. When you want something bad enough, ain't got no choice. There's no if or buts about it. You want it, and it's going to happen. Okay? It says, the method by which desire for riches can be transmuted into its financial equivalent consists of 6 definite practical steps. 6 definite practical steps. I am saying this because if it's a relationship that you want badly, if it's, let's say, God forbid, you're in a marriage and the marriage is not working, what do you want in that marriage? Write that on your gold card. If it's promotion that you want at your job, which promotion? Write it down. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am being promoted to whatever position that promotion is. Whatever position it is, write it down. And believe in it with a burning desire and be persistent. So as you're writing down that goal card, being that it says, I am so happy and grateful now that I am I'm being promoted, or I'm promoted to this position. Begin to walk in that position now. Don't wait until you get promoted. Begin to walk in it. Begin to act like you've been promoted already. And continue to read your gold card. Think about it day and night. Be persistent. Be persistent with it. If this is what you want, I'm just reading this. I'm just letting you all know how you can really get what you want out of life. How you can get what you want out of life. It's one thing to not know, right? You don't know, so you're struggling. You're struggling. You're praying about it, you're fasting about it, you're doing all of that, and it still don't come through. And it still don't come through. Try other ways. Look at what's going on with marriages these days. Since 2020 till now, the amount of divorce that has happened, it doesn't even make any sense. That means that people weren't even married to their friends in the first place. They were managing. Look at how many jobs has been lost. Look at how many people quit their professions within 2020 till now. Families are broken. So many things is going on. What do you want? I'm just trying to show you how you can get what you want, how it has worked for me. If you see a post that I sent last night or even early this morning about a girlfriend of mine, Kathleen, she came from a home where she never thought she could have anything because, they came from little, not much at all. you know, and being a part of the group, doing this exact same thing that I'm telling you to do, having accountability partners, she was able to purchase a home. She cried about it the other day because it's something that she never thought would happen for her. She never thought would happen for her. And it did. Whatever it is that you want, if you want it bad enough and you truly believe that you are the creator of your life, it would happen for you. I promise you. If you follow step by step what is being said today, and you eventually, call me. Let me know what your goal card said. Because your goals have to be big enough. It can't be a task. It can't be, oh, I'm going to do this, do that, boom, boom, boom. Your goals, your type C goals has to be something that is not really achievable like bam, but it's something really big that without God, it cannot be achieved. Don't give me some rank-a-dank goals. And make sure that it's something that you really want. Because if it's something that you really want, it will be in harmony. Once it's in harmony with your spirit, man, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Once it's in harmony with your spirit, man, you're going to get it. That is something that you really desire. So let's go right into the 6 definite practical steps. The first one is fix in your mind the exact amount. Okay, so this is for people that want money. So if it's money that you want, fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. It is not sufficient merely to say, I want plenty of money. And a lot of us do that. When we want to pray, Father, bless me. Father, bless me. Well, he's giving you life. Your children are not sick. Your husband is not sick. Your house is not burnt down. Your car's working. You have food you ate today. You've been blessed. That's it. So when you say, Father, bless me, he's blessed you. That's it. You got to be real specific about what you want. So he said, it's not sufficient merely to say, I want plenty of money. Be definite as to the amount. Know the amount of money that you want. Know the amount of money that you want. So when you want to say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am earning $100,000 a year, $100,000 a month. Be exact. Put that figure there. Don't be afraid. Put the figure there, but make sure it's something that you can believe in. Because if you don't believe in it, then it doesn't really make any sense for you to do that. There is a psychological reason for being definite, which will be described in the subsequent chapter. So the number one is fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. Second one is determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. What do you intend to give in return? What is this money for? Act of service you can give. You can be a blessing to someone, in need. What do you intend to give? What do you intend to give for this money that you're requesting? There is no such reality as something for nothing. There's no reality for that, is what I'm hearing. So as you are asking for what you're asking for, what are you willing to sacrifice? Sacrifice meaning let's say you're in a relationship. Let's say uh, the relationship is sort of kind of either going sour or something is going on. What are you going to give in order for you to reprimand that relationship? When an argument comes up, are you just going to just be quiet? Dear Lord, if you can fix this relationship, I'll be quiet next time. I won't talk as much. I won't curse them out. I'll be more respectful. And if it's a guy who wants the relationship to be mended, I'm so happy and grateful now that my relationship with my wife is amazing. We love each other immensely. We find joy in each other's arms. What do you want? And what are you going to give for that? You want to be blessed with a fantastic relationship. You got to give something up for that. And that could just mean that you're gonna help her more. Okay, God, if you allow this to happen, I will help her more. I will do more in the home. I will help out with the children. What are you going to give? And then it says, there is no such reality as something for nothing. And then the third thing is, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. So if this is for someone who is looking into making money, put a date on it. Okay, by this date, I would like to make $100,000 a month, or a year, or 200,000, or 1 million, whatever it is that your heart desire. The world is full of abundance. I know that it sounds as if I'm talking in parables when I'm asking, what do you want? Because to tell you the truth, a lot of people that reached out to me, once I asked them, what exactly do you want? Do you know that a lot of people don't know? Because we are so stuck in the way that we're wired. And how are we wired? I explained that in the previous videos. How are we wired? We're wired. We're wired. Go to college, get a degree, a good degree, get a job, get married, have children. Nobody really cares what you like. It's not about what you like. It's about what's going to pay those bills. Everything in our mind has been wired around bills. And do you know that when you think so much about doggone bills, that's all you're going to get? Bills in, bills out. I know people that's earning $250,000 and they are still in debt. I know people who's earning $500,000 and they are still in debt. Because the more you make, the more your lifestyle change. And at the end of the day, what happened? At the end of the day, what happens? So you have to be able to understand that when you're being asked, what exactly do you want in your life? Is because this is the time where God has given us a life to create. You know how you have children and you want to be the author and the finisher of their life? And you want to tell them, and do this, and you should do this. And if you do this, you will do this. God is saying, don't do that. You create your life. You show them what it means to be a creator. Once you show them, then naturally they're going to fall into it. Naturally, you're going to fall into it. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's not our fault that everything that's happening with us, everything that many are experiencing, it's not our fault. It's what we grew up to know. How are we to know better? Well, when what mommy knows what mommy taught you, what daddy knows what daddy taught you. And this is the reason why the world, 95% of the world is just so much chaos right now, because people just now come up with what they think is right. But the thing is, there's still laws of the land. There's still laws of God. There's still laws, natural laws that we need to live by in order to be successful, in order to be able to live in peace and not pieces. There are laws that we need to live by. And if we don't know those laws and someone else bring their own perception of the way it should be, if you don't stand for anything, you're going to stand for everything. Whatever comes your way, it's going to seem right to you. Okay, so I'm here to tell you that this thing has been tried and tested and proven, and it works. So if you don't have this book, once again, get it. Get it. Because after the 30 days, what we're going to do is we're actually going to form a real group. A real group. And it's going to be the first 12 people where, they're going to have accountability partners. And we want to be able to see things happen. So if there is something that you really want, that's been your heart desire, is it a house in a particular area? Is it marriage? Is it even something for your children? Are your children in college and you just want to, put some positive words out there for them? Whatever it is that you want, you are the master of your faith, the captain of your life. It's up to you. So when you write down the goals, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am earning $10,000 a month. How it's going to happen is not your business. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're the child of the Most High God. You're entitled. You are entitled to whatever makes you happy. That's the God that we serve. Not the God that wants you to be stuck in an abusive relationship. He doesn't want that for you. He doesn't want that for you. Not a God who wants you to work 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs. He doesn't want that for you. That's not what he created you for, to come slave yourself. We don't serve a God who would give others what they want and not give to us. Isn't that a partial God? You really truly believe that you are serving a partial God? A God that would do such a thing? No, you're not. You're not serving a partial God. Whatever he can do for her, he can do for you. Whatever he can do for him, he can do for you. But the thing is, many people do not hang on long enough to see what they're asking for come into fruition. You have to be in it until you see it through. You don't want nothing else. It's like a child who maybe diapers wet, and you pick up that child crying, wow, wow, wow. And you pick up that child and you feeding the child don't want it. The child don't want it. You take the clothes off the child, thinking maybe the child is hot. The child is like, no, that's not what I want. You call me the baby's here. No, that's not what I want. And then finally you're like, you know what? Let me check the child's diapers. Then you check the child's diapers. And then when you change it, the child is happy and satisfied. So I say that to say, make your goals, your type C goals, so big that you know without the source, without the infinite, without God, it would not come to pass. What do you want? I think the person is actually giving me what I consider a real big goal. I'm not going to say his name, but the person wanted a jet plane, sanitation to be exact. That's what he wants. Okay, what you want that for? That's what he wants. As long as he keeps acting for it, you never know. You never know. But one thing I do know is his steps would now begin to get ordered. The step will be ordered. And once that step is ordered, what would naturally happen is he would get it. He would get it. Another person asked for a cruise. They want a yacht. Not a cruise. They want a yacht. I love dreams like that. I love goals like that. They want to purchase a yacht. And the yacht that they want to purchase is literally over, I think, when we checked, it was like $725,000. They want a yacht. Nothing wrong with that. A question that I usually always ask is, if money and time was not a problem for you, meaning that you have a lot of money, you have a lot of time on your side. If money and time was not a problem, what are some of the things that you would like to experience in the world? Go back and write that down. For all of you who are listening to the sound of my voice, if money and time was not a problem, and I can get up and go anywhere, do anything, where would I want to go? What experiences would I want to have? What would I want to buy? What would I want to invest in? So look at it this way. Write down, if I was to win $20 million right now, what will I do with that money? You know why it's good to know ahead of time? Because a lot of people who have won lottery, you hear me? A lot of people who have won lotto, they didn't think they were going to win. Can you imagine you playing, but you just never prepare that you will win this lotto. And then you end up winning. And you have nothing in place. This is the reason why within 2 to 3 years, the person that just won $30 million or $20 million, the money is gone. Because all they did was buy cars, bought for family, bought. Never thinking that it was going to finish one day. You have to put money in place where money can be replenishing money. You know, and you think you have a good accountant, but little do you know, everybody now want to be your accountant. Everybody want to be your investment, whatever. They don't know what the heck they're doing. You lose all your money. Family members that you never even knew existed are coming to look for you. You want to be a giver, so you're giving everybody all this money. 2, 3 years later, you are broker than a joke. Because you never anticipated that you were going to win. And then you did win. You had nothing in place. So that's why when you write down your goals, when you write down the things that you want, when you at least achieve it, you already know exactly what you want to do. You know exactly what you want to do. When that money comes, you know exactly what it's for. It's not going to overwhelm you. Because what a lot of people don't know is that sometimes if you get money that you've never really seen before, it can lead you into depression. You can be like you just can't, you can't breathe. Because you got all this money, you don't know what to do with it. And many of you are going to be like, no, I can't have that kind of money. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it, really. What you going to go do? Go buy clothes, go buy whatever, and be selling stuff. If you don't prepare, if you fail to prepare, you're actually preparing to fail. So 1, fixing your mind the exact amount of money you desire. 2, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. 3, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. 4, create a definite plan for carrying out your desire. And begin at once. When they say a definite plan, it can be begin to walk in that promotion. Begin to see in your mind that you are promoted. Begin to respect that wife. Love up on her. Even if she's still really upset by whatever it is that you did, you just continue to hold on to her. You don't want to lose your home. You don't want to lose your marriage. And if you're not married, if it's money that you're needing now, how much are you needing, right? How much do you want? Is it $25,000 a month? Is it $10,000 a month? Is it $100,000 a month? How much do you want? Begin to walk in it. Begin to act as if you are already making this money. And write down everything that you're going to do once you start to make that money. What's the next move? Don't wait. Begin to walk in it. Carry a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once. Whether you are ready or not to put this plan into action, just do it. Believe it. Write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for the money and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. 6, read your written statement aloud. Read your written, when I say statement, just your goals, aloud, twice daily, once just before you retire at night, and once again after arising in the morning. As you read, see, and feel and believe that you've already possessed what you're asking for. Did you hear that? The 6th one is very important. Read your written statement aloud every day. Do it twice a day. One in the morning, one at night. And as you read it, begin to see yourself and feel and believe that you already possess the money, the relationship, the love, the this, that, and the other that you want. Begin to feel it. Begin to believe it. I don't want this to be a cliche. Whatever you believe, you receive. Many of us say it, we just say it like is this thing is working for the people that believing in it. Why don't you try it? The least you can do is try, right? Try it. Try it. There's a book that I was reading. It's called The Science of Getting Rich Because getting rich is a science. It's not work hard, hustle, hustle, hustle. They lie. They lie to us. They want to keep us in bondage. They lie to us. The lies are no good. They lie to us. They can't keep you in bondage no longer. It says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall either make you free or set you free. The truth shall make you free or set you free. No more lie. Stop struggling, working so hard, 2, 3 jobs. You're at a job and you're miserable. You're at a job and you're miserable. Don't do that. If you're at that job that you don't want to be at, be grateful that at least you have something that's helping you take care of bills, and begin to take your goal card, read it every day on what you want. If it's another job that you want, hey, put in the application for that other job. Begin to act as if you've already received that interview. You've got the interview, they interviewed you. Begin to talk as if you already own the job. I don't know if I told y'all in one of the videos, there was a young lady in our group, and she moved from one department to the sales department. And then in that sales department, she just didn't want to be in sales. She wanted to be a partner because they make more money. She wanted to be a partner in one of the departments in sales. And usually for that position, you have to have been in sales for at least 3 years to get that position. But that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. She wrote it down. Every day she saw herself in that position, and she would sit down and she would say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am in this position. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in this position, that I've received this position. They called me for the interview. She was just really feeling it. And then after she finished saying that, she begins to now say affirmations. I am a partner in the sales department. When I speak, everyone listens. When she started speaking affirmations, do you know? Do you know? When they did the interview, she was talking like she was already in that position. And the people that were doing the interview was like, why is she acting like she already got the job? They were like, why is she acting like she already got the job? At the end of the day, they gave it to her. They gave her the position because she was already walking in that position. She didn't act as if they had to train her. She was scared. I'm scared. I don't. No, go sit down. But she was already acting as if she was in that position. She's already seen herself in that position. You hear what I'm saying? So this is not really, this is not brain surgery. This is saying whatever you want, you ask. If you're a Christian, you see, not a Christian, but if you read a Bible, you'll see where it says, Matthew 7, verse 7, ask and you shall receive. Seek me and you'll find me. Knock on the door will be open. So why is it that so many people, and that's the reason why I need people to learn this thing so that we can begin to live it, see it working for you, teach and show your children so that they'll be broken. The bondage over their lives will be broken. The bondage of what you just have to sit down and work all the days of your life. No, we reject that over our life. We reject that over our children's life. That would not be their portion. That would not be our children's portion. They would not work to the day they die. For what? Why can you not take your children and travel the world with them? That's what Kim Kardashian and them are doing. How do you think they get their money? You think they're better than you? They're not better than anyone. They're not better than anyone. It's the same thing in this book that you're being taught that they know. They have money to pay anybody for them to get their mindset right. And they are doing it. And you can do the same. You can do the same. Jay-Z, Beyonce, all these people, what do you want? It's an open check. What do you want? By the time it starts to happen for you, people are going to be wondering like, what is he doing? What is she doing? They don't understand. And you just continue to do it until you get to where you really want to be. It is important that you follow the instructions described in these 6 steps. It is especially important that you observe and follow the instructions in the paragraphs. You may complain that it is impossible for you. See yourself in the position of money before you actually have it. A lot of people, their beliefs about money. What is your belief about money? What did they tell you about money? Did they tell you that you have to work so hard for it? Did they tell you that if you don't work, you don't eat? Did they tell you that, before you can even make 100,000, before you can make 250,000, how many people do you know is making 500,000? How many people? Before you say, oh yeah, I want to be a multimillionaire. How are you to be a multimillionaire if you have no relationship with money? If your belief about money is that you can't have it, you have to change your belief about money first. One of the videos that we did, I told you all, write a letter to money. Invite money to your house. We got to do things that seems ridiculous. Because logically, I'm writing a letter to money. Does that even make sense? The things of this world may make sense, but the things in the spirit doesn't need to make sense. You just do it. You just do it. You write a letter to money. Hey, money, how you doing? By the way, I've noticed that you've been less and less in my account. What's going on? You're not showing up as you should. What's happening? I would like to invite you over to my home. And I want you to live with me. I want you to dine with me. I want you to always be with me. Be ridiculous. I want you to provide this for me. And then you know what you're going to say after you write that letter to money? You're going to tell money that I will use you. I will use you. I will show the world that I have money. You know what I mean by that? I will use you. I will look like money. I will smell like money. I will buy properties. Because once people see that, they begin to ask, what's she doing? What he doing? They want to know. And that will be your opportunity to talk to them about what you're doing. You see, something like this, we don't force it upon people. You know why? Because God has given us, our Creator has given us the free will to do whatever we want to do. So some people choose bad thoughts, and some people choose good thoughts, and good things happen. But some people, they do not understand this concept that I'm talking about here. And if you do this concept, everything that you've been experiencing, lack of love, lack of money, just lack, you wouldn't have to experience that no more, because you know the laws of the land, or not even the laws of the land, the laws of the spirit realm that's going to help you change your way of thinking so you can speak more positive and begin to cultivate positive things in your life. You know, when they say what you think about, you bring about, we say all of these acronyms, we say these things, but we don't live as if we really, really know that this thing is going to work. And that's the reason why I'm here. Let us be accountable. Write down your goals. If you have my number, text it to me. If you don't, get on Messenger and say, Rashida, is this goal big enough? Is this goal big enough? And then I'll be able to help you step by step on how you need to make it a bigger goal and what you need to do. Like what I'm telling you now, morning, night. Have your goal card. Once you have your goal card, I have one at my office, one in my car, one in my bathroom, one next to my bed, because I want my goals to be in my mind at all times. When it's in my mind at all times, on the spirit, that it's gonna always know that, oh, this is what Rashida, this is what she's living, this is what she's doing now. So we gotta make it happen. Can you imagine they say you have not because you ask not? Or even if you do ask, you ask amiss. Or you don't even ask long enough. Can you imagine when it's time and we end up, going back to our creator and the creator is telling you, well, I gave you everything that could have made your life much, much easier on earth. But you either decided not to believe that it can work for you, or you've always doubted that you're worthy enough. We are all worthy. We're the children of the Most High. We're the children of the Creator. Our Father's a creator, so therefore we were made to create what we want in our life. We were made to create what we want in our life. So when we say create, it means sit down and literally write. If you've never done it before, sit down and write, what exactly do I want in my life? What trips would I like to take? What cars would I like to drive? What cars would I like to drive? What house would I like to buy? What charity would I like to be a part of? How many times in a year do I want to take vacations? What company do I want to work for? What NGO do I want to start? You have the power for all of this. If you do the assignment, I promise I will help you out in order to get you started so that you begin to see how everything is being planned out. It just takes you to say, I want to do this. Because I'm thinking about our tomorrow. And with a lot of information or lack thereof that many of us do not have access to. But then now we have access to it, but then we don't believe it. When I say I'm looking at our tomorrow, I'm looking at our children. I'm looking at us, I'm looking at our children. I pray that our generation would not be a generation that would look back and regret so much. Because the children that many people are raising are children that just can't, they just don't care for nothing. They can't be wrong for nothing. What happens to you? What happens to you when you are in your 60s, 70s, 80s? What happens to you? A lot of these children don't even want to get married. They don't want marriage. They don't want nothing. What happened to you? Do you know if you have your own money, you can take care of your own doggone self? That's one thing. 2, you have your own money. Them children will respect you more. They will respect you more. They'll listen more. I'm going to end it right there, though. And try your best to get this book. Highlight a lot of what you need to do. Begin doing them. Begin doing them. Begin doing them. It's really, really, it's powerful. It's really powerful. After your Bible, let this be your next Bible that you read and continue to read and continue to read. When I hear people say, oh yeah, I had that book, I read it before, and your life still remained the same, then you didn't read it. You didn't read it. After you finish this book, you're supposed to have a huge transformation. But the reason why some people will not see that transformation is because the habits that they refuse to change. The habits are also called the paradigms. What you know that you've been doing for the past 20, 30, 40 years has become a part of you. And it's hard for you to change it. You start, but you can't complete it. You don't get to the end. You don't get to a place where it changes you. A lot of people want to make so much money. They want to live this beautiful life. They want to do this and do that and the third, but they don't want to change. That's like putting a whole lot of money in a child's hands, or putting a fast car in a teenager's hands. He'll kill himself. That's why you see so many people that win the lottery and they go broke. So your mind got to change. You have to have habits of wealthy people. You want to be wealthy? Then start the habits of wealthy people. This book helps you to get into that habit, because a lot of the wealthy people, there's none of them that you will sit down with that has never read this. Many of them has read this book, if not all of them has read this book. This thing has been out since the early 1900s. Early 1900s, yeah. Yep. Andrew Carnegie talked to Napoleon Hill about this. This is, Andrew Carnegie died in 1919. So before he died is when he told Napoleon Hill to write this book. So can you imagine? This book is still circulating, still making people rich, still helping people to live right. Because it's not only about money, it's also about your attitude. It's also about your mindset. And if we don't change these things, it's hard for you to get to where you're going. You're praying to God to get you somewhere where if you do get there, if you are not equipped to be there, you will fail. Why would he want to put you in a situation that you will get somewhere and you will fail? To you, you think, no, I ain't gonna fail. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with that money. No, God knows you more. You don't have the equipment that it takes to maintain and to make it bigger. You ain't got it. If you ain't reading books, you ain't got it. All you're going to do again is the paradigms of what you know to do. I tell you right now, if you're Nigerian, if you were to have some money, I promise you, oh, I'm going to do business. I'm going to do this. But you know what? If your mindset keep thinking, oh, what if I fail? What if this thing don't work? The moment you begin to think negative, everything that you put in place begins to fail. That's a scary situation. So your mindset got to change. Your way you talk got to change. The way you show up got to change. I can't be doing no CPT time, color people time. You can't do that no more. You can't. You can't do that no more. If you want to see what's wrong with a lot of these countries that have so much oil, for example, Nigeria, countries that have so much oil and they're not doing well. You want me to tell you why? Because they have money in the wrong people's hands. The people that have money that belongs to the country do not understand how to take care of humanity as their right to do. Because if they knew the secret behind maintaining wealth, charity is also a part of it. Giving back is also a part of it. Respecting your spouse is also a part of it. Respecting people is also a part of it. How many of that do you see in our leaders in Nigeria? How many of that do you see? So when you put money in the wrong people's hands, it doesn't go beyond what they know. They can't give you what they don't have. So you want to equip yourself before your money comes. So when your money do come, you are wise. You rise up to the task. You are wise. Thank you. That's all I want to talk about today. I pray that, you're seeing the fruit of what you're doing. As you take your goals, you read them religiously, minimal twice a day. But if you can do more, you can. And you think about it, you feel it, you put yourself in it, you see yourself in it. Once you do that, the sky's the beginning of your limit. That's what I have to share with you all today. Have a great one. God bless you. Bye-bye. Gratitude.